Tight pecs, tight chest, especially the pec minor, can restrict shoulder range of motion, limiting your ability to pushing exercises, specifically like bench presses. Also, it can limit your range of motion in your shoulder, cause pain and injury. So you really wanna nip it in the butt right now. So we're gonna start by warming up just a little bit so you're ready to go into some deep mobility and stretches. So bring your feet wide, standing tall, and I really want you to think the entire time, no compensation, because that is a common mistake, and I want you to think strong body throughout. So just start to windmill and pivot side to side, and anytime the heel lifts, that glute is engaging. Keeping a tall spine, strong legs, and just start to open up the joint a little bit, creating some movement before we go deeper into our work. And stay steady with your breath. Another common thing that tends to happen is holding the breath, and that is very unproductive in terms of you getting the full benefit of your press. Okay, you can start to slow this down. Now I want to show you when you go into this next position, it's very easy to do this. You're compensating with your lower back. I want you to think about keeping this part engaged. I'm going to show you again when we get into it. So take your fingertips on your shoulders. Now if you have tight pecs, especially the pec minor, this is going to be difficult to do, but I really want you to try doing a full circle. So you're going to do this with me. Standing tall, fingertips on the shoulders, and now elbows down. Try and get the elbows to touch toward each other and circle around. Big circles. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I don't want you to do this to get into that circle. Keeping this really tight, the lower body's engaged, circling around. And then reversing the circle. Make sure you go both directions. Really getting into the chest and the shoulder joint. Full range of motion. And release. Now notice, check in with yourself if you held your breath. So you can have a towel or you can have a strap, a belt, whatever is handy. You can also do it like this. You can have your fingers interlaced and the heel of the palm together. However, if you're tight in the pecs, specifically the pec minor, it's going to be almost impossible to get that opening without stressing the shoulder joint, the shoulder capsule. So in order to do this, it's very difficult. So definitely use one of your tools, towel, strap, or belt. You're going to place it behind you and have it just shoulder distance. And again, really good body mechanics, so no slumping or slouching. I want you to really think about healthy posture, tall posture, engage your legs. You have that strong foundation, so you can just isolate this drill getting into the chest and the shoulder. So bring the arms behind you, thumbs facing toward each other, broaden the chest best you can. And now you're gonna put tension into the towel, try and pull it apart. You should feel your triceps engaging and see how much you can lift. Now, if you lift higher and your back is arching or you're coming forward, that's a compensation, and I really recommend not doing that because we're trying to be productive. So again, just test where you are right this moment. So from here, again, standing tall, spreading the toes, and just see how much you can lift without the compensation. Stay with your breath and hold that end range. Breathe into it. Keep those legs and glutes energized. And slowly release. And you can do this as often as you need. Okay, just make sure you're warmed up. The last one, you want the wall. And I'm going to show you from one side to the other. Now, when you go into this position, there is a possibility, if you're feeling tingling down the arm, definitely come out of it because nerves don't like to be irritated, and they're going to let you know about that. So if that happens, just come out of it and shake it out. And you can even give yourself a little bend in the elbow, and I'll show you. Facing the wall, palm out to the wall, shoulder level, other arm down, and press into the wall. Don't move this hand once you're starting. And start to turn the legs, the feet, and the hips, the whole front body away from the wall. Keep pressing. And you can take the opposite hand. I like to use this as a guide. Bring it over to the ribs and draw the ribs in and down. So you're not doing this compensation. I want you to think in and down. Hold on to the ribs. Now, if you're feeling that tingling, you can turn toward the wall a little bit and hold that and maybe bend the elbow. But if you're feeling the tingling a lot, please stop and come out of it, shake it out, and then maybe not open as much. I really want you to think of safety first. Okay, so now let's review. So the palm, pressing, you can bend the elbow if you need, hold the bottom ribs, and you're actively pressing the palm into the wall. You should feel a very strong, productive pec stretch, specifically the pec minor. Standing tall, so you want to think of those good body mechanics. Press and hold. And now, to come out of it, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to rotate toward the wall, release down. And now, again, one side could be very different, so I just want you to think safety always first. So again, face the wall, take the palm out, and then start to turn your front body away from the wall. Take the other palm, and then again, pull the bottom ribs in and down. And make sure that the shoulder that's closest to the wall is not elevating. See if you can just relax and bend the elbow if you need. Keep those legs energized to support the position and really press like you're trying to press your palm through the wall. That's going to help you really get that active stretch in this position. And again, to come out of the position, release the palm, turn toward the wall, and then release the arm. So that way you don't jeopardize any joint, the shoulder, the wrist, or the elbow, and you're just getting that really productive stretch. Okay, so we worked on 3 different drills. I would love to know from you which one surprised you, or which one you were like, wow, I really felt like I had enough space to be able to get a deeper range of motion for my press. So just share with me, let me know, and we'll continue working on this together going forward. I'll see you next time.